I overshot it and went over the bubble wrap again. Hello and welcome back to Ashley Reads Bad Fanfiction here on Ashley Storrie's YouTube channel. We are going to continue with my reading of my Immortal. I've been sick. I tried to heal for a couple of days. Not feeling much better. I've got a really high temperature. But fuck it. Let us continue. Let's do some comments. Stabo says, I can't. It's so funny. Today I'm wearing a red banana shirt, potato skirt and slippers. No, I'm not prep. No hater tatters. Thomas Lowell writes, hey now, this is Dumbledore. I'm fucking goth and I've got a fucking headache. Who wants to go to the Voldemort and the Death Dealer concert in Hogsmeade? I'm not a pedo. Oh, there's no... I just wanted to hear your Dumbledore voice. Love it. Dino Goldie says, get well soon, Ashley. I've actually tried reading my Immortal for myself, but it's just not the same as your amazing dramatic readings. Why is Mr. T running Hogwarts? Why does Ebeneo keep telling us what she's wearing when it's always the same black leather gear? Always use condoms. Condoms save lives. So previously what happened on my Immortal was Ebony witnessed Snape and Lupin stroke Lumpkin having sex in the hall. They asked for condoms, and she was like, no, go away. And then she went to a My Chemical Romance concert with Harry, who calls himself Vampire instead of Draco, and he reminded her of Draco, and then they started making out to My Chemical Romance, which gives her a lady boner, and then Draco walked in and he caught them and he was crying in the corner of the room like Robin. Now, it's story time! Chapter 21. Author note. Fuck you, okay? You fucking suck. It's not my fault if I spells it wrong, okay? Cause the bitch Raven, cause it fuck you preps. So I think Raven was supposed to be helping her with her spelling and Raven was like, go fucking spell yourself, you cow. Whoops, soz Raven, thanks for the help. BTW, Transylvania rocks Harad. I even got to go to the castle where Dracula was filmed. End author note. Later, we all went in the skull. Draco was crying in the common room. Draco, are you okay? I asked in a gothic voice. No, I'm not, you fucking bitch, he shouted angrily. He stated to run out of the palace in a suicidal way. I stated to cry because I was afraid he would commit suicide. It's okay, Enemy, said Vampire comfortably. I'll make him feel better. Oh, you'll make him feel better, Vampire. You mean you'll go fuck him, won't you? I shouted angrily. Then I ran to get Draco. Vampire came too. Fucking Vampire. Vampire is clearly trying to break up Draco and Enemy. Okay? Obviously. Fucking prep. Draco, please come, he began to cry. Tears of blood came down his pale face. I was so turned on because I love sensitive bi guys. Author note. If you're a homophone, then fuck off. Homophone. And then we heard some footsteps. Vampire got out his black invincibility cloak. We both got under it. We saw the janitor, Mr. Norris, there. Shouting angrily with flashlight in his hand. Who's there? He shouted angrily. We saw Filth come. He went under the invisibility cloak and started to meow loudly. Is anyone there? Yelled Mr. Norris. No! Fuck off, you preppy little poser son of a fucking bitch, Vampire said under his breast in a disgusted way. Excuse me? Excuse me? Who said that? Yelled Mr. Norris. Then he heard Filch meow. Filth! Is there anyone under that cloak? He asked. Filth nodded. And then Vampire Frenched me. He did it just as Mr. Norris was taking off the cloak. What the? He yelled, but it was too late, because now we were running away from him. And then we saw Draco crying and busting into tears and slitting his wrists outside the school. Draco, I cried, are you okay? I guess, though, Draco wept. We went back to our coffins, Frenching each other. Draco and I decided to watch Lake Placid. Author note, see? Isn't that depressing? On the gothic red bed together. I thought they were in a coffin. As I was about to put in the video, how old is this? Kind of, why are they using a tape machine? My eyes rolled up and suddenly I had a vision of something that was happening now. There was a knock on my door and Fug and a mystery of magic walked into the school. What the fuck's a Fug and the mystery of magic? No, but really, what's a Fug and the mystery of magic? That sounds like Harry Potter porn. That wasn't a great chapter. It was quite short and made no sense, and Mr. Norris and Filch had been mixed up as cat and human, but that's cool. Chapter 22. When we finish this chapter, ladies and gentlemen, we will officially have read an entire half of my Immortal. Is it a troll? Is it real? Who knows? Who cares? Who gives a fuck? I mean, if you create this and then go, yeah, but it was all a joke, you're still a bit of a dick for putting in that much effort into making something bad so that you could laugh at people for not getting that it's a joke. But I mean, you could argue that about any postmodern parody thing. There is an element of smugness to all of them. Chapter 22. Author note, STFU! Exclamation point. Preps, stop flamming, okay? If you do not like it, then fuck off. I know it's Mr. Norris and it's Raven's fault, okay? You suck. No, just kidding, Raven. You fucking rock. Preps suck. All day, everyone talked about the mystery of magic. Well, anyway, the mystery of magic. What is this thing? Ministry of Magic! It's fudge in the Ministry of Magic. Fudge in the Mystery of Magic is fudge in the Ministry of Magic. Yes! All day everyone talked about the Mystery of Magic. Well, anyway, I woke up the next day. I was in my coffin, so I opened the door and was wearing black leather lacy pyjamas. Like, was the lace made of leather? And also to your bed? In your coffin? You're going to be sweating like fuck. You're going to get some sort of clam rash. Then I gasped. Standing in front of me were Bloody Mary, Vampire, Diablo, Draco, Dracula, and Willow. Remember when Willow was dead and had been raped? That never happened now. I opened my crimson eyes. Willow was wearing a tight black leather top with a picture of bloody roses all over it. Under that, she wore a black puffy skirt with lace on it and black gothic boots that was attached to the top. Vampire was oh my god, this is a whole list of what everybody's wearing. Vampire was wearing a baggy Simple Plan t-shirt and baggy black pants and Vans. Draco was almost as fucking sexy. Vampire looked like Joe Madden, but Bloody Mary was wearing a tight black puffy gothic dress that she had ripped so it showed all of her cleavage. Let me show you my cleavage, boys! With a white apron that said bitch and other swear words and MCR lyrics on it, kind of like the one dress I had seen Amy Lee wear once. Darkness, who is Jenny? Who is Jenny? Darkness, who is Jenny, was there too. She was weaving a ripped gothic black, oh, she's just weaving it. Maybe this is where they're getting all the gothic black dresses from. Maybe Jenny Jenny! Is it Jenny? She was weaving a ripped gothic black dress with ripped stuff all over it and up a lace-up top thing and black pointy boots. So were Crab and Goyle. It turned out that Darkness, Diablo, Crab and Goyle's dad was a vampire. He committed suicide by slitting his wrist with a razor. Remember earlier they went to great lengths to tell us that a vampire had to be killed in a very specific way and couldn't die by slitting their wrists. I don't know if I should censor the author, but I just want to say that I find this quite offensive. It turned out that Darkness, Diablo, Crab and Goyle's dad was a vampire. He committed suicide by slitting his wrist with a razor. He had raped them and stuff before too. They had all got so depressed that they became gothic and converted to Stanism. To just kind of randomly throw incestuous rape into a story. Ugh. Anyway, something is really fucked up, Draco said. Okay, but I need to put on my fucking clothes first, I shouted angrily. It's alright, we have to go now, and you look kawaii anyway. You're so fucking beautiful, Draco said in a sexy voice. Oh, alright, I said, smiling. But you have to tell me why you're being all erective. Does she mean evasive? I will, he said. So I just put on some black eyeliner, black lipstick, red eyeshadow, white foundation. Then I came and we all went outside the Great Hall and looked in from a window. A fucking prep called Brittany. Oh! Brittany was our pal the other week. Brittany was teaching her how to speak Japanese. Fucking prep called Brittany from Gryffindor was standing next to us. She was wearing a pink mini and a Hilary Duff t-shirt, and we all know how much anybody hates Hilary fucking Duff, that cow. So we put our middle fingers at her. Inside the Great Hall we could see Dumbledore, Cornelia Fudged. Cornelia Fudged! That's my porn star name. I'm Cornelia Fudged. Was there, shooting at Dumbledore. Doris Rumbridge was there too. This cannot be, she shouted angrily. The school must be closed. Is it because of the number of paedophiles working at the school? Because I agree that the school must be closed, Cornelia Fudged. The Bark Lord is planning to kill the students, yelled Cornelia Fudge. You are not fit to be the principal any longer, yelled Rumbridge. You are too old, and your Alzheimer's is dangerous. Again, I agree, if that's why Dumbledore is letting so many paedophiles work at the school, his Alzheimer's is dangerous. You must retry or Voldemort will kill your students. You must retry. Retreat. Retire. You must retry or Voldemort will kill your students. Very well, Dumbledore said angrily. But we cannot do this. We cannot close the school. There is only one person who is capable of killing Voldemort. She is in the school, and her name is Enony, Darkness, Dementia, Raven, Way. Draco, Crab, Goyle, Darkness, Willow, Vampire, and Bloody Mary looked at each other. I gasped. End of chapter 22. Would you look at that? We got all the way to halfway through My Immortal. This concludes today's episode of My Immortal. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow with more.